Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Scale Nerd. This is video number 3 in the Reaper video series. This series of videos covers the construction and finishing of a 1/24 scale sniper utilizing a resin kit from Yufan Models. In our first 2 videos, we worked on the fabrication and painting of the vignette base of a rooftop sniper scene. And now here in video number 3, we'll go ahead and start working on the character, the sniper character himself. So we'll get, with the assembly done, we'll shoot some primer and do some final cleanup, shoot some base coats down, work on the new OCP military camouflage pattern, and some other minor details and shading. And in video number 4, we'll pick it up with the flesh tones, the face, some tattoo work, and the final touches, final details, and final looks of the completed project. So let's not wait any longer. Let's go ahead and get started in video number 3 of the Reaper series. Okay, now that we've got the figure built and all the accessories ready to go, use some Tamiya enamel primer to go through and prime everything up. Now you're going to see that we have some seams here where the arms were attached that we've got to address. Not real bad, but enough that we have to address those. So I'm going to use some Tamiya smooth putty to go ahead and work these seams out. So we sand them down the best that we can, but take a little bit of the putty and place it along the seam lines. Let that harden up and dry well, and then sand them out, and we get a much more smooth transition in the arms. With all the seams handled and cleaned up, go ahead and base coat the entire figure in a olive drab color, and then start going in and adding all the additional base colors, beginning with the glasses. Now I'm mixing up a special flesh tone, a little bit, taking some flat flesh and going ahead and dull it down a little bit and add a little bit of brown to give a little bit of a tan color to it, and get some base coat down on all the flesh areas. That done, I'm going to take a lightened version of the olive drab and start hitting the areas where I'm going to be painting the camo OCP. Base coloring out some of the details. So now you can see I'm starting to use the various colors of the OCP camouflage pattern to go in and detail in the camouflage. This is a difficult pattern to replicate because the coverage of the various colors is so small, but just kind of going through and doing some different browns, some different greens, and trying to follow the photographic references of the OCP pattern. Now I'm starting the shading and the detailing portion of it. So I begin with a very thin dark wash to go through and start applying shadows. I like to mix my own wash. It's a little bit of black and dark brown and thin down significantly to create somewhat of a thin shadow wash. And then kind of trying to take some water and blend that in before it gets too dry. This is a step that's easy to overdo, so you gotta be really careful not to over apply. But you just really want to make sure you get down in the little nooks and crannies and creases, and some of the deep, heavy, dark shadow areas, you want to get those filled in pretty good. So now I'm doing the opposite. I'm mixing up a light wash to start doing some highlighting. So taking a light beige color and adding a little retarder medium to give me a little bit more working time and some water. I continue to thin it down until I get the right consistency. Then I go in and start applying some very subtle highlighting areas with this. I call it a wash, but it's really not a wash. It's just a thin down version of the dark wash, but I'm applying it in a much more strategic application rather than a heavy wash pattern. So going in and just trying to bring up the highlight areas and blend them the best I can. I use this process on multicolored areas like the OCP Camoflauge pattern because it's just very difficult to add highlights across a seam, for example, that has multiple colors in it. But when I get to the solid colored areas like the knee pads and the armbands and so forth, then I use traditional shading methods, working from the neutral color down to the darker shadows and then going back and working my way up to the highlights just by lightening and darkening the neutral original shade that was base colored in. So again, here I'm working on the process of systematically going through and using darker shades of each color to create some of the recessed detail, and then highlighting shades to obviously highlight higher surface areas, but also outline areas and edges, seams, and the different things that really kind of bring it to a three-dimensional look and bring it to life. And now that's pretty much it for the first level of painting the figure. We've still got the flesh toned areas to detail some minor details, shading, tattoo work, final face touches, but looking pretty good so far. Okay, there you go. Video number 3 is done. So you got to see me do my final, my painting of the 124 scale Yufan resin sniper. The next video, video number 4, we'll wrap him up. We'll do the flesh tones, the face, some tattoo work and final details, and then you'll get the final look at the completed project. So come back and check out video number 4 when it's completed, and check me out on Facebook. Go look for the Scale Nerd on Facebook, or watch my videos on YouTube at the Scale Nerd YouTube channel. I appreciate you coming along and watching. I hope you enjoyed watching the video and you picked something up new. And until I see you the next time, fun, safe, and happy modeling, guys. Talk to you later.